Hello everyone, FPL Spoiler here, and in today's episode we'll talk about players we should sell, players we should buy, and players that we should keep. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, it helps a lot the channel. And here we go. We are starting with the most sell players. So for the first two pages I will say if it should be a sell or a keep. Starting with Chelsea, I would say Sanchez, it's definitely a sell, but I would not be like an emergency sell in my opinion. I mean, I see a lot of people do sell him as a priority. I don't think it's a big deal if he won't play. I mean, he will be able to play next game because we know the sanction was just one match, and it will be the cup match, not the. So in the next match he will play in the league, but he might be subbed off. But if he's subbed off, the goalkeeper from the bench will come for you, so it's not the end of the world. And Chelsea has some nice fixtures in the future, so for me, it's definitely a sell. But I think there are other players that you have that you can prioritize selling them. Mo Salah, I don't rate Salah too much because this season he has a lot of teammates that can score, and he will not be the main man from Liverpool. Also, when Wirtz is going to play, the game will be shifted more to the left. Now in the last match he was more involved because when Szoboszlai play, I think the match is more oriented to be on the right side. It really depends on how Arne Slot do the team, but I think kinda Salah need Frimpong to play and need Szoboszlai to play, so the game should be involved more on the right than on the left. But the main reason people sell Salah is because they want to switch from Salah to Haaland, and if you want to do the switch and you cannot do the switch otherwise than selling Salah to get Haaland, I mean, I'm totally in. Haaland is clearly the better player, but you can consider a draft with both Haaland and Salah. I don't think it's a huge mistake right now. My game week 4 wildcard plan had Salah and Haaland, but yeah, the fixtures are not easy in my opinion. I mean, for Liverpool we have Crystal Palace, very tough. We have Chelsea again, tough matchup. United, I mean, I consider United a tough matchup if they start understanding that Bruno should play in front of the two CDMs, then the team is very solid in defense because they get one more player that can defend, in my opinion. Brentford, it's an easy one, but Aston Villa is a very tough one. So I mean, all these teams are tough in defense, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely Haaland is a better option. If you need to downgrade Salah to a midfielder and get Haaland against another attacker, I'm totally in. Wirtz, I already sold him. I mean, this is a clear upsell. I mean, he is not guaranteed the minutes, and something is not clicking for Wirtz at Liverpool. Watkins, I mean, it's frustrating to have him in your team. I mean, 5 game weeks blank, but I would not see him as a priority sell. I mean, if your team is doing well and you just want to sell Watkins, or maybe you want to switch, like selling Salah to another midfielder, going from Watkins to Haaland, I mean, this is worth it 100%. But there are two main reasons you sell Watkins. One is because you need coins for you need money for Haaland, and the second reason is your team is looking great and he's the only problem in your team. So if he's the only problem in your team, yeah, just go for sell. But you have Fulham and Burnley. I mean, these are very easy matchups, and in my opinion, Burnley away, I don't know if they will perform. They had now Sunderland, but they had Sunderland at I think it was away, from what I know. Nevertheless, as I said, for me it's a sell, but it's not a priority sell. Wood, let me check the fixture. Sunderland home. I mean, you can keep him one more game, in my opinion. Again, same thing as Watkins. I don't see him like an emergency sell. But obviously, if your team is looking great and you just want to get out of Wood, I would do it. But not an emergency sell. From game week 7, it's definitely sell. If you need the money for going in for Gyökeres, I mean, definitely game week 7 is a sell. Now, it's not a priority, but if your team is looking great and you want to improve someone, yeah, you can get rid of Wood. Palmer, I mean, injuries are a problem. It's a very tough one to call. I would wait on him. I would wait to see what is happening. The fixtures, I mean, with against Brighton, I don't rate Brighton as a defensive team, but I think going forward are great. So Palmer, I would wait to see more details because at the end of the day, if you have Palmer and he's not picked an injury, apart from Liverpool game, which is not like the craziest tough game, because Liverpool is an attacking team. Even if they have a great defense, they will concede goals against great teams, in my opinion. So yeah, Nottingham Forest is a nice matchup. Sunderland, great matchup. Tottenham, it's a little bit tough because Tottenham right now is defending worse. But after this, we have two great matchups. I think Burnley and Wolves. So I would wait with Palmer because it's a player that I will consider bringing him in from game week 8. So selling him right now doesn't make sense if he will be fit. But if he's injured, I mean, it's a very tough call. We will talk about Palmer more Friday. Gakpo. I mean, from all the Liverpool players, I mean, this is the least that I would look to sell because it's cheap. I mean, yeah, the fixtures are not the greatest ones, as I said with Salah. But, I mean, there are better midfielders, but this is from all the players that we talk right now. I think Gakpo is the least one I would sell. If I have all these players in my team, I mean, Gakpo with this price can survive another match 2-3. I mean, I would not rush selling him. I mean, Gyökeres, I mean, this is literally no reason to sell. I mean, this player you should buy, in my opinion, but not this game week, but also from game week 7. Don't let you fool by Gyökeres' performance against tough teams. Against weaker opponents, he will score numbers. Believe me, this is a player that you should bring in from game week 7. This is definitely not a sell. Cucurella, I mean, 6.2 million, it's a crazy price, but again, Chelsea will have better fixtures. I mean, these two are tough. These two fixtures are tough, but after this, I mean, this is not a tough one. This is not a tough one. And even Spurs, I don't rate Spurs right now as an attacking team. And then you have two easy matchups. For me, Cucurella, it's no reason to sell, in my opinion. Literally no reason to sell. Mateta, I think fixtures are kind of hard. Yeah, this is definitely sell due to fixtures, and the Crystal Palace is lacking a lot of attacking potential right now. They are looking good just in defense. Pedro Porro, there absolutely no reason to sell him. The fixtures are amazing, and Liverpool and to Sports, it's a great defensive formation, and also we saw that Xavi Simons is not a 90-minute player, and Pedro Porro have some set pieces. Ekitike, I mean, again, same situation as Gakpo. I would consider selling him only if you need the money for Haaland, but if you don't need the money for Haaland, Ekitike could wait one more game week. Obviously, I will do the move. I will sell Ekitike in game week 7 for Gyökeres. So yeah, definitely you from game week 7 onwards, in my opinion, you should have Haaland and Gyökeres. And from game week 8, you kind of need João Pedro. So in game week 8, your attack should be Haaland, João Pedro, and Gyökeres. And at some point, Ekitike has to leave. But I don't feel him as an emergency sell right now. If your team, again, same thing. If your team is looking great, you can sell him. Wan-Bissaka, this is a straight up sell in my opinion. West Ham is horrific defending. I mean, he picked up an injury, but it doesn't matter. They are horrific. João Pedro, there is no reason to sell him. Obviously, this is a player that you should have in your team. Isak, I told you don't buy Isak. I mean, again, same thing with Ekitike. From game week 7, you need Haaland and Gyökeres, and then you need Haaland, Gyökeres, and João Pedro. There isn't. So João Pedro, it's a definitely keep. And Isak, I mean, if I would have right now Isak, I would not sell this game week, but you kind of, what are you going to do? Are you going to play against Chelsea? I mean, from game week 8, the fixtures are much better for Arsenal and for Chelsea. 8 Nouri, this is a straight up sell. I mean, straight up sell. I don't know if he will be in the first 11. Already played amazingly. This is a straight up sell in my opinion. 25% of chance of playing. I mean, straight up sell. Johnson, straight up sell. I always said pick Kudus. I understand Johnson was more attacking one, but this is why I rate Kudus. He's there 90 minutes. He managed to get 2 assists last game, and again Xavi Simons spanned. Again, minutes are questioned. The Kudus is the only one. Let's be honest. The pick was right. Now this is a straight up sell because he will not get enough minutes. Aina get an injury, straight up sell, straight up. Nothing to comment. Forest, it's a weak defending team. Rogers, I have Rogers in my team. When I see this player, I kind of want to rage, but I have a lot of players to change. As I said, I mean, yes, it's much bad. It's much worse. It's worse. Sorry, it's worse than having Watkins, in my opinion. I mean, he almost has 0 chance to score. Like the way he's involved in the game and the way Aston Villa play right now is like I cannot imagine how Rogers will score. I mean, I can imagine him an assist. Maybe he had a great pass last game, or I think great 2 passes. But again, I will not sell him. I will sell him in game week 7 because I have Wirtz, which is a much bigger problem in my opinion. I have in my team, I don't know, maybe we can talk about Ekitike, which I don't know the minutes. I mean, Rogers is getting the minutes and he's playing Fulham and Burnley. I have to pick someone, and I need to pick someone to keep, and I will keep Rogers for the next 2 game weeks. But again, if your team is looking great and you have Rogers there, just go and sell him. I don't like him. Enzo, I mean, this is a definitely not sell. It's a player that I considering buying him. If Palmer will not be fit for game week 8, definitely Enzo will come into play. So this is a player that I'm looking to buy, not to sell. This is obviously keep. Munoz, I mean, the pictures are tough. Really tough pictures. Liverpool, Everton, Bournemouth, Arsenal. I mean, very tough. This is why in my wildcard I didn't add any Crystal Palace player, but I would not sell him. Even if the matches are tough, he can get defense. He can get. Crystal Palace is capable of keeping clean sheets against tough opponents, and I think also the goal threat, assist threat is there. Not a player that I'm looking to sell. Grealish, I mean, again, this is not a player that I will sell. I don't like him. I'm not considering him buying, but again, West Ham is a great fixture. This is a tough one. City is a tough one. This is a tough one, but from here, from game week 10, the pictures are great. So, I mean, I would still keep him at least 1 week for West Ham. This is no reason to sell before West Ham. West Ham is a team to target. Their defense is awful. Margiu, this is straight up sell. He will not play. Sells, again, I mean, straight up sell, but it is not a priority. It's a goalkeeper. I don't mind goalkeeper too much. Esteve, I don't know what to say here. City, I mean, you can play with Leeds, you can play with Wolves. I mean, 4 million defender. I mean, he has to. It depends on how your team is looking in these 2 fixtures, because if your team doesn't look good in those fixtures, you may consider playing him. Did he play last game? Yeah, he has 90 minutes. Defcon, he get the Defcon, I see. And no reason to sell Esteve, in my opinion. And Buemo, again, no reason to sell. 2 great fixtures. I will keep him. If you want to sell, you can sell from here. Kudus, definitely not a reason to sell. Amazing player, and I think these fixtures, this is a great fixture. You can consider selling him here, or you can consider selling him here. But to be fair, Aston Villa is a tough opponent to face. I mean, their defense is kind of tough in my opinion. So yeah, I would keep him from the next 2 game weeks. Elanga is not a starter anymore. You should sell him. Bruno Fernandes, Buemo, it's definitely a keep. Rangers definitely a keep, no reason to sell. Virgil definitely a keep. Even if the matchups are tough, this is a player that can get defense, and also the goal threat is there. Konsa, again, no reason to sell. Absolutely no reason. I mean, Aston Villa, it's a great defending team, and they have 2 great fixtures. Murillo, I don't like Nottingham. I mean, any Nottingham player from defense, I just straight up sell. I don't think this team will get too many clean sheets. For Nottingham Forest, I really like, but Anderson in the midfield, I don't know, maybe attack, maybe Ndai, maybe Odoi. I mean, or attacking players, but I would just wait with Nottingham because apart from Anderson that is getting a lot of defcons, other players are a question mark. Raya, it's definitely a keep. It's like a player to buy. Eze, it's a keep. Frimpong, not. I mean, it's a sell, but I sold him for Senesi. This week is not an emergency. I would see him an emergency for GW7. So this week he can play Crystal Palace. I don't think they are so great in attack right now. Gabriel, definitely a keep. It's kind of a buy. Richarlison, I would not buy, but I would not sell. The fixtures are way too good. I think he will play. Paqueta, good fixture, bad fixture, good fixture, good fixture. I mean, fixtures are looking great for Paqueta in my opinion. West Ham is decent going forward. Definitely a sell. I mean, this is a keep. Great. He's. I mean, this is a tough one. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good. I don't mind keeping him. I don't know if Issa will come on, but if he plays, I mean, there is no reason to sell. Xavi Simons, a very, very tough one. I mean, he was playing just 30 minutes right now. It's this is why I prefer Kudus. But again, very, very, very hard to sell Simons against Wolves, Leeds. I think it's a very, very tough one. I would keep him. I'd rather keep him. Diouf, again, West Ham, tough match. No, I would sell. This is a straight up sell. Gay is a keep, even with the tough matchups. I mean, Crystal Palace are a keep. Vicario, it's a keep. Rice, it's a. I mean, only if you want to make space for other players from Arsenal, but I see him as a keep. Sarr, I mean, at this point, Sarr, it's almost recovered, so now it's not a reason to sell. The Brentford goalkeeper. I mean, yeah, Brentford is not. I mean, Petrovic is much better at this price. Shar, I don't know the situation. 20, if it's a big injury, yeah, definitely a sell. Unfortunately, Dewsbury Hall, I don't see him as a sell. I understand that he has the yellow cards, I think. Let me check to be sure where I can see yellow cards. I understand the situation, but it will be a 1-game suspension from what I know. So it's not the end of the world. I cannot see here. Maybe it's on the right side. But no, definitely a keep. Lacroix, it's a keep. Gibbs White, I mean, let me check. Sunderland, I mean, with Sunderland, I will keep him definitely. But then after that, you can sell. Timber, it's a keep for me. There's no reason to sell Timber. If he's injured, Ramsey, yeah. I joined Leicester City on all. It's okay. Straight up sell. Dubravka, no reason to sell. Caicedo, definitely no reason to sell. This one, I don't know the situation with him, but in my opinion, it's not a sell if he will be able to play. But Brighton, I don't write Brighton defense. Yeah, you can consider selling him. Yeah, just sell him and get better defender. And now we move to most transferred in players. If we should buy Haaland, clearly yes. Semenyo, clearly yes. Senesi, clearly yes. This no debate here. Donnarumma, I mean, clear yes in my opinion. Top 3 players you need to have from City right now is Haaland, Donnarumma, and Rangers. In my opinion, City is the second best defending team in the league after Arsenal, maybe the best defending team in the league. I mean, I'm not sure. It's very close. This is how much I write right now, City, because when Guardiola is there, I mean, the team is looking different. And also, to be fair, O'Reilly, it's better than Etnuri defending. I mean, right now, the way Rodri is back, this team is rocking in defense. So, Haaland, Semenyo, Senesi, Donnarumma, Rangers, definitely a buy. Gravenberg, I mean, Gravenberg, it's a situation like Caicedo. It's between him and Caicedo. I think Caicedo has better matchups right now, but definitely a player to look for. But take into consideration two things with Gravenberg. Why is different than Caicedo? One, Caicedo is a giant in DEFCON, and he can get assists and goals. Gravenberg, I think he can get more goals or assists, but he will have less DEFCONs. And remember something. Gravenberg is a player in a team that attack with both fullbacks. In a counter-attack situation, he will be the man that have to do that yellow card foul, and sometimes can be risky with a red card. Because, I mean, how many times you see Caicedo sent off at Chelsea? I think Gravenberg it's a little bit more risky. The matches are even tougher. I mean, I would between these two. I understand you need a 5.5 midfielder. Between Gravenberg and Caicedo, just pick Caicedo. Better defcons, better matchups, and less chance to get a red card or to get suspension for more yellow cards. This is just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. If my analysis is wrong, you can go with Gravenberg. I don't think it's a bad player. And you can play both of them if you want, to cheap options. Definitely, I will not say it's not a buy, but I would not buy. I would be Caicedo over him. Richarlison, I would not buy him. If you have him, keep him, but I would not buy him. And yeah, and die. And I don't know how to spell his name. I'm sorry, but this is a clear buy in my opinion. Yeah, this is a clear buy if you want to buy. And you have the money, it's better than Grealish in my opinion. We have some great fixture. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. But from here, it's a very easy matchups. But you can still play against any team because he's the guy that will get a lot of minutes. He will be on pens. He has the goal threat. I mean, great player. Great. I mean, I'm not like selling them, but I don't like buying them. I would not bring now with this fixture. I mean, Liverpool, Everton, Bournemouth, Arsenal. Definitely, and I would not bring in defenders from Crystal Palace right now. Grealish, I mean, I don't know why would you pick him against Njai, but if you want both of them in the team, for me it's fine. Everton is a great attacking team. You can get Grealish if you want. Kudus, I mean, it's not the time to bring Kudus in. You bring him for two matchups. This is a tough one. This is I mean, it's kind of acceptable one. Let's say this is a tough one. I don't know what to say. Then tough. I think it's not the timing for Kudus. Not the timing. You bring him for 2 game weeks and then you have to sell him. Think about management, your club management. If you think you can do this, it's fine to buy for the next 2 fixtures. Bruno Fernandes. I mean, this one, let me check all the fixtures to be. This is a good fixture. This is a bad one. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is, I mean, I kind of like Bruno Fernandes, to be fair. I mean, I don't like the price, and the only reason I like Bruno is if Amorim will play him in front of the 2 CDMs. If he plays as a DM, there is no way you pay 9 million for him. But if he plays in front of the DMs, I mean, this is a fair price, 9 million. It's like he has the assist threat, goal threat, and then it's on penalties and it's more expensive, 1 million more expensive than Mbuemo. I think he's worth. The fixtures is looking okay, in my opinion. But again, the only problem is if Amorim starts again playing him as a DM. And if he's playing as a DM, you pay 9 million for penalties and for defcons. I mean, this guy has such a big potential in front of DMC. United is playing with Ugarte or Casemiro, Maino, and Bruno in front of them. I mean, this team, I think they will rock. I feel like United can finish at maybe top 8 if they play this setup. But it all depends on Amorim. I think Bruno, it's a more risk reward. And in Mbuemo, it's a more, I mean, straightforward safe buy. Caicedo is definitely a buy, but you need to consider what you want from Chelsea. Because you want 3 players from Chelsea, and you have also. I would wait to see what is the situation of Palmer, because if Palmer doesn't play, I think it's a better option to get Enzo. But if Palmer plays, yeah, Caicedo is clearly the better option. Raya, definitely a buy. You need 3 players from Arsenal. In my opinion, it's the goalkeeper, a defender, and Gyökeres. Gyökeres, I mean, we want this from game week 7. I would not buy from game week 6, obviously, but from game week 7, you can get them in the team. So it's for this week, it's not a buy in my opinion. Maybe the defenders, if you need to bring 1 and 1, the defenders are fine. Newcastle is not the best attacking team in the world, but they are playing away. This is transfers from game week 7. Ekitike, definitely a play that I would not buy. Van de Ven, not the timing. I don't like the timing. I mean, this is a good one. This is a good one. Aston Villa, it's a good one in my opinion. But this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. And he's not getting the defcons. I would skip. You can buy him just for 2 games, and then sell him. I don't know if I want to do this. Chalobah, this is a great one. To be fair, this is a great one, but I'm not sure. It depends on what you want from Chelsea. If you want him, Palmer and Joao Pedro, and or depending, you maybe want to midfielders. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I don't like the timing right now. Brighton is a tough one. Liverpool is a tough one. Nottingham, not the one. This is good. This is good. This is kinda mid. And this is good. This is good. This is bad. I'm mixed feelings. For me, Chelsea, the best option if you want to go with Chelsea, it's 2 midfielders and Joao Pedro. This is the best option, and the 2 midfielders should be rather Palmer plus Caicedo or Enzo plus Pedro Neto. Definitely these 2 are a buy, but from game week 7. Again, this is a buy, but if you want to buy him, I would. I mean, you can buy even if you get the Liverpool picture. This is a great one for attacking. Great one for attacking. Great one for attacking. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is a kind of tough, but you kind of want Joao Pedro on your team, so you can bring him in. Foden, I don't like Foden. I had him in my team. He's playing great, but the way he plays right now at City, he plays in the exact same position as Rangers. You may argue that you want to have Rangers, Foden, and Haaland, and this is fine for me. But I think Donnarumma, Rangers, and Haaland, it's a better option. Donnarumma is rotation, no rotation risk. Foden, in my opinion, has a potential to be rotated in this team. Maybe if you want to be mobbing Oscar Bob, and look at the minutes, he didn't play all the game. So I just pick Rangers over him, and I think Donnarumma, it's 8 million. Why do you want to pay 8 million for a player that is playing same position as Rangers? He's not getting the full matchup, risk rotation. Definitely the 4th player from City I consider, but these top 3 are way too good. I told you about Anthony. I told you this is a player that I really like. Let me see the pictures. Tough one. The good. I mean, I consider him. If you want him in your team, 5.5. It's a great. This is the best player from Burnley, in my opinion. So from Leeds, I mean, this is a good one, and good one. Arsenal is a tough one, but even in these tough matchups, Anthony is. I like him even in tough matchups because the greater teams will have the possession. They will try to score against Burnley, and the counters from Burnley are very, very good. And this is the main man on the counter. So definitely, this, if you want to get the punt, I think Anthony is the punt. I told you from, I think, game 3 or 4 that this is the best player from Burnley to pick. And then also Foster. Yeah, but I think Anthony is much better right now. Doku, no, definitely no. I'm not buy him. Vicario, no. This is an interesting one. Stuck. This is an interesting one. I mean, tough. Good. From game week 8. If you want to bring in 5 million, there is no problem to bring him. I like him, but from right now, no. I will not buy Virgil, but I will definitely not sell. An amazing player. Calafiori from game week 7. Tarkovsky, yeah, definitely a buy. Put him in my wildcard. Buemo, again, him or Bruno, whoever you want. Rodon, I said it, Leeds, a great defending team. Petrovic, the best 4.5 million goalkeeper, but taking into consideration if you get Petrovic, you cannot buy Senesi, Semenyo, and Evanilson, and I think Evanilson at some point is a very solid option. So for goalkeepers, I would like other options. I don't like him. I would skip him. Guardiola, I don't know about rotation, but he's an amazing, amazing defender. I think I would rate him over Foden. I'd say this is the fourth best option. Guardiola. Pope, amazing, amazing option. Pope, better than Petrovic, because what players would you like from Newcastle? Maybe Burn. I mean, this is from Newcastle. Burn, Livramento, Pope. These are the players that you kind of want. Romero, just for 2 game weeks. I don't know if I will buy him for 2 weeks. Same thing as Van de Ven. Salah, not considering buying him right now. If you want to bring in Salah, I would say Salah is nice to bring from United game. I mean, from game week 12, of course, Salah. It's Xavi Simons, I will not buy him. Definitely not a sell, but definitely not a buy. Dubravka, I mean, okay, goalkeeper for 4 million. Second goalkeeper option, great. Zubimendi, I think there are better options. Eze, better options. Saka, better options. King, yeah, I definitely both of them consider bringing them in. The fixtures, this is tough, this is tough, this is tough, this is tough. But from game week 10, take a look at King from game week 10. Don't remember him. Anderson, you can bring him in any time, because then this is a Defcon monster, so just bring him in. No, that's not the problem. Foster, the second best player from Burnley. If you want a cheap attacker, this is 5 million. This is the player. And Seth Arson, but this one is 5 million if you need coins and you need a player. And the pictures from here are kind of good. Same thing as Anthony. It depends on what you want. You want a cheap midfielder or you want a cheap attacker. Gudmundsson against, same as Rodon, Leeds. I like them defending. Let me check the Leeds fixtures. Tough, but from game week 8 again. From game week 8, great fixtures. What do we have here? Palmer, we need to wait. But definitely Palmer, it's a buy later. Because we don't know this. I want to wait. I want to bring him game week 8. Game week 8 here, but I want to wait to see what happens with his injuries. This is a buy, but against game week 8. I like Dewsbury Hall as a buy. I mentioned him in the wildcard video. Gakpo is definitely not a buy. Pedro Porro is not a buy. Roofs is not a buy. Isak is not a buy. Ultimate, I don't like Newcastle. I will keep him, but I will not buy him. IOB, I don't like. I would rather pick King, but this is the second best option after King in attack. Richards, no, I will not buy Crystal Palace, but I will not sell either. No, Evanilson, let me see. Good fixture, tough one, good one, tough, good. Yeah, definitely triple up. I like the triple up on the Bournemouth. Senesi, Semenyo, and Evanilson. Mintech, I told you, remember I told you about this player. This is a great player. I mentioned him 3 weeks ago, and he's turned up extremely well. Yeah, if you want a player from Brighton, this is the guy. And also Brighton attack is looking very good, but this is the to pick up. This was all for today. I hope the video is really helping you. If you have players that are not here and you want to question about keeping or selling, or you tell me about your plans, I will reply in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and until next time, peace.